We are underway here on this Sunday to see him. The phone keeps ringing. I was talking to him.
14 years, gotta love it.
Here's a 3-ball that's good for Castle. Jumper doesn't go.
And they'll play 3 weeks from today in the final regular season game in San Antonio.
There's Jamal Shed getting to the iron. Shed using the left. Here's Scotty B. And Scotty just goes over top the D. The Toronto Raptors. Odd we're at this point of the season and you're seeing a team for the first time. San Antonio, as that bucket is good.
Shooter's bounce right there.
Barrett finds Colin Castleton, and that shot doesn't go. RJ's going to line up a 3. Knocks it down from Saga City. And that play in spot. Biz on the glass. Vassell, and the shot is good. And a timeout taken by Darko.
Will eventually pay off, and when they do show up, guys.
Free, ball, walk, run, right? And laying that foundation, talking about foundation right there.
This year, defensively, as you can imagine, their numbers have dropped significantly without him. Vassell on a pull-up 3. He's got a good stroke. And they have veterans, right? In Paul and Barnes, but you may decide to add
another
a little bit to that.
I agree. Good
Here's
point.
Castle to Vassell. Back to Castle with a slam dunk. Raptors a little bit too loose with the basketball.
And it's scrambling on the 50-50 balls.
Keldon Johnson finds Vassell attacking. And another timeout by Darko Rajakovic. Improving.
Better and better, yep.
The vicious dunks. There's a 3 from Sohan.
He had one the other night in the Bay Area.
Yes, he did. You're going one-on-one. ISO possessions here. And 23%, nearly a quarter of them, end up in a turnover. Here's a turnover by the Raptors and Sohan. And Sohan with it. Wesley. Here's a 3, and the 3 is good. Sohan takes it away from Walter. It's a 23-6 run over the last 6 minutes. The extra pass underneath, you draw 2. They didn't shoot it well early, and then all of a sudden it was 9 of 12. A lot of those layups off of the turnovers. There's Shed in the paint. Put him on the all-rookie team. And the losses to Portland and Golden State by a combined 6 points. And the one blip against Phoenix, and now a timeout taken by San Antonio.
Look at the Raptor pressure, right? They're really into the ball now.
Champagnie the corner 3, and that goes and ends the run.
Finding a way to get back in this ball game.
Sandro Mamukelashvili checking in.
Huge night the other night in New York with 34
There's
points.
Shed! Put an exclamation point on it.
Haji having a tough night tonight, 0 for 6.
Great job that time by Shed denying Castle, but Champagnie is knocked down 2 from that same area. Battling. San Antonio, another opportunity. Good closeout. Champagnie now. Shot doesn't go, but stays with it. On that midnight train to Georgia. Castle from Covington, Georgia. Champagnie with a 3. Vassell kicks it to Harrison Barnes with a 3. He has done that throughout his entire career. When you need a bucket, that's who you go to. You can get it in the paint. Vassell, they are shooting lights out, Jack, from 3. They've made 10. CP3 kicks it, and Barnes another 3-ball.
Paul, one of 3 Spurs that's played every game this year.
It's impressive. Here's Harrison Barnes laying it up and in.
Get stops, not be a guy that teams isolate and pick on.
Scotty with the spin move, and then the finger roll at the iron. Vassell with it. He'll kick it out. Castle works it to Chris Paul. Here's Biz on the inside. Remember that game, Jack, on your face? Chris Paul kicks it over to Vassell, trying to back in on Abaji. Biyombo flips it over now. Vassell puts it on the deck, rising up. Baseline, all net. Good job by Abaji. And then, Vassell, what a tough shot, fading.
We're doing the best we can.
Here's Vassell on the move. How about that?
Man, he's having himself.
He gave him a little this and that. Soft rim. Castle the other way.
It is a soft rim. I think Mr. Kawhi Leonard would tell you that, right?
We've talked about how his defense is elevated. He held Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green to 2 for 8 shooting when he was matched up against him. And Vassell with a left on the inside.
Has that ability to win his matchups with his size and his talent. And therefore, he's going to get fouled a lot more because people are going to be running from different spots because the spacing is going to be better.
Vassell, he slams it in. And a timeout taken by Darko. The San Antonio Spurs under Greg Popovich as we send it over to Kayla Gray with more as Sohan finishes at the iron. KG, we're rarely seeing that, obviously, how quick and fast the game is. And you've talked about this now for the last 2 seasons.
He's going to have a job in the league if he could shoot north of 40% from 3, man. Someone will pay him.
Bucket is good there.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's going to be a top 5 guy, but he's in your 15-man roster.
And sharing the basketball. 3-on-1 off of the turnover. Turnovers have really hurt what they've been able to do. Saw it at Golden State.
They played their hearts out in Golden State. They played great.
And then, there's some nights. Champagnie with a slam dunk. There's some spurt of energy.
Yeah, and just get some good basketball together. String some possessions together so you can build on it.
Oh, Scotty Barnes! The spin cycle! The two-handed jam!
He's had 2 spin-aramas tonight, but that one was a A+.
Champagnie. Sohan scoops it up. Johnson puts it on the deck, gets in the paint, spins into a double. Mamukelashvili.
Lots of hoops on TSN this week.
Jordan McLaughlin checking in.
We got the Raptors Wednesday night in Brooklyn.
Here's Jamal Shed. And he takes contact, finishes. Let's check in with... I'll tell you what, watching the Houston Cougars reminds me, and we've talked about it before, what Bernie Bickerstaff said to me so many years ago as Mamukelashvili lays it up and in. He said, right, Kelvin Sampson's just done an outstanding job.
Look at Castle, who played at Connecticut. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you're exactly. And it was that way with Jim Calhoun.
I know Rick Pitino said it not too long ago, the coach at St. John's. Like, why would I recruit a high school player? You have an opportunity to get an older player, more experience.
But May 12th will be when the draft lottery is held. And you have to remember, the Detroit Pistons, who the last 2 seasons ended up with the worst record.
Or even, you don't belong. Too bad. Figure it out.
If you flatten the odds, it's going to take care of itself because
in terms of the concern with tanking. But
here's Mamukelashvili on the inside. With under 3 minutes to go, clock down, and the 3 is good. Mobo with a rebound. The Raptors are going to fall. And they'll be 24 and 47.